YouTube, I'm back and I'm a different person. I seen the Spider-Man movie and it changed me. It changed me for the better though. I seen it twice. First time I bootlegged it. Somebody in North Korea or something with gambling ads recorded it. Definitely go see this movie in the movie theater. Spider-Man is like the biggest box office movie of this year, I think. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy as hell. Like, it really separates, which I think everybody knew that Spider-Man was like one of the faces, but it's like, damn, Spider-Man really like the guy in like Marvel, if that makes sense. I think it really sets a precedent for Marvel being, okay, we're really them guys. DC, you are still chasing our ghost, which I'm gonna talk about later the video. I also have a Spider-Man ranking thing I'm gonna do at the end of the video. But my thoughts. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero under Iron Man and Marty McFly. He probably tied Marty McFly, to be honest. But that's neither here nor there. This movie really encapsulates Spider-Man to me. It reminds me of the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire, mainly Spider-Man 2, when Spider-Man is faced with the dilemma of living a regular life and saying fuck Spider-Man. But it does it so differently, like a complete 180 of what Tobey Maguire is dealing with that movie, which is this Peter Parker don't have shit really to live for but Spider-Man. Like, his friends don't know who he is. Aunt May, but Spider-Man is the only thing that he's living for. It makes sense that he would blindly work and put himself into this. I feel like this movie does a really good job of showing how Spider-Man is growing within the years. It kind of goes into a rogues gallery of Spider-Man kicking niggas' asses over throughout the years. I believe it's a 4-year jump, and the isolation really takes a toll on Spider-Man, whether he knows it or not. He doesn't know that he's doing it to himself, but in his eyes, he has to protect his friends from himself and his identity and stay far away from them, and also protect the rest of the world. He feels like with this great power comes this great responsibility, just like his Aunt May told him. This is just the perfect way to come back from No Way Home. People want Spider-Man to be depressed. I didn't give a damn about Spider-Man being depressed. I think it does make better storytelling that Spider-Man just don't have his best friend and he don't have a girlfriend to kind of go back and forth with, because I mean, as soon as he get back with Zendaya, I'm pretty sure she might die. I feel like the masses over the time when they started hearing about Sadie Sink character, which is the worst kept secret ever.
Who is your favorite, or who are you most excited to see?
You know what? Jean. I like Jean.
She looks exactly like how Jean Grey would look with red hair. Like, but I feel like people was getting negative about it, and I think it's because of the comics, because I don't know if Jean Grey has really ever been introduced with Spider-Man or anything, but this is the MCU. Like, this is a interpretation of comic books into the movie screen. This is a whole different universe, kinda. This is a Kevin Feige, Russo brothers, Marvel Studios universe. So Jean not being in the comics, it's okay. Everybody loves Sadie Sink's acting, which she gave a great performance. Like, I think she's gonna be a great Jean Grey for years to come. I think Sadie Sink's only like 24. It's a clean run through. Everything's concise. The story is pretty tight knit. I feel like it executes because it's not super duper original material. I feel like this is like the third MCU movie that is like talking off the ledge, or this bad guy, all you need to do is resort to their sensitive side. But I feel like they do it in such a different way that it works. Like, it kind of leaves you satisfied. The Aunt May memory scene, when it's teased but you know you're gonna come back to it, and then when it finally gets to it, it's satisfying. I also like how this movie shows how much impact that the prior Spider-Man showed on him, not just his mutation, mimicking Tobey Maguire's patterns, but it means something to me that he's name dropping Peter 2 in one of the scenes. The suit is clearly inspired by both of them, with the darker blue pattern from Andrew Spider-Man and the raised webbing from Tobey Maguire's, which is, I think Tobey Maguire still, I think he has the best Spider-Man suit. Maybe I'm biased, bro, but this new Spider-Man Brand New Day suit looks so fucking good, bro. The Zendaya scene, when he first gets Zendaya and he doesn't know she's already fucking mind controlled, I feel like it's so heartbreaking when it happens. Like, because in the theater, everybody probably like, oh shit, she's back, Zendaya's back, she remembers him. I knew the whole time that she was not fucking back. But the acting will do that to you. I think the acting was so solid and it was so dark. Like, yeah, that's right, touch her, hold her. That's all he was. That's what he wanted to do. I feel like it's like the second time this shit doesn't happen to Spider-Man. I think Mysterio did the same thing. But it feels different. Like, they really put these characters in position to shine and be their best. I feel like Zendaya is her best. Ned is her best. Sadie Sink, she's really good. Tom Holland gives his best portrayal of both Spider-Man and Peter Parker in this movie. It rivals all-time great Spider-Man portrayals that I've seen, and boy, it's gonna be hard to say that Tom Holland isn't the best live-action Spider-Man. Not for me. Tobey Maguire is still the best to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Tobey Maguire is just Spider-Man to me, but that's not the point. Tom Holland in this movie is Spider-Man. In all the movies, he's Spider-Man, but in this movie, he's Spider-Man. I feel like Hulk is like the monster inside Peter. Punisher is like if Peter only becomes Spider-Man, he's always on go. And Jean is the monster, also is like Spider-Man, but like if he had powers and he had no guidance with an Aunt May, it's like they all parallel each other so well that it's like, damn, it's like the perfect storm of characters, like the way that they fit into the story after No Way Home. I'd be surprised if we don't get another Spider-Man within 3 years, to be honest. But they done made so much money that, I mean, shit, Spider-Man damn near bigger than the Avengers. And but speaking of Avengers, I really hope we see Spider-Man in Doomsday. If we don't see Spider-Man in Doomsday, I'm gonna be blown. Cause I'm like, he seen Elena. They kind of set that up a little bit. And you'll probably be like, damn, that he wasn't on the chairs when they did all the cheers and shit. A lot of them people that's in the trailers wasn't on the chairs. So I really hope Spider-Man is gonna be in Doomsday. This was a great movie, bro. I'm gonna give it a 9.2 out of 10. Of course, it's not all rainbows and unicorns. There's little nitpicks, little things that don't work for me, like the money situation. Where the fuck is Peter getting all this money from? In the beginning though, they did say it's hella asbestos in the apartment, so maybe he got a crazy deal on that shit. If you getting asbestos could cause fucking cancer. They probably wouldn't even charge. Asbestos though, bro. Asbestos. The tech that he's got a few monitors. I mean, I got these 2 fucking monitors in my face. These bitches ain't really cost that much. I'm a broke ass nigga myself, so how the fuck I afford it? Shit, I ain't Peter Parker. You feel me? And I feel like the big bad kind of did leave me wanting more. I was like, no way Sadie Sink is like the bad guy of this movie. Like, wish she really wasn't the bad guy of this movie, but she really was. DODC was kind of really the bad guys, and it works. I feel like it works for the future. I feel like Mr. Milicic, this is what I'm gonna call his name, he kind of gives like not the Severance performance that I was looking for. Hopefully this is to set him up in the future for when the X-Men get to there, because I feel like he had like a reserve type of portrayal of Will Metzger or Bill Metzger, and I feel like he kind of had to have that type of portrayal because he can't seem like the bad guy of the movie. I feel like the whole time he was kind of not giving Peter all the information, which I think works really well if he's gonna come back. If he doesn't come back, then that was a mid performance. If he comes back for the X-Men and be like one of the main guys against it, like this is gonna make so much more sense. And a lot of people online, they are like, damn, Sadie Sink might be too evil. I can see why people would say she's too evil. She literally makes a innocent man just walk to the street. Innocent old man. I think he's the traffic fucking instructor, which is fucked up. That's so ironic. But I don't know if he's dead per se, and I feel like Sadie Sink's character is supposed to be like the no holds barred kind of girl that loses her sister. If you watch her backstory in the movie in the said context and not like just go off of Jean Grey from the comics, I feel like it kind of makes sense for her to be as malicious as she is, because you gotta think about it. DODC took her sister. Her sister had just got on the run. That's the only other person she had. Her mom didn't want her, and they took her. That's all she knows. She can't get to her sister. Only thing she heard is that VMAX shit, which ain't gonna lie, that VMAX shit, that's devastating. But that's such good like writing, like such a good setup, which caused her to kick her powers into overdrive, because he ain't capturing Jean Grey realistically. I just feel like it makes sense like for her character in this situation. Like, think about it. You're a teenage girl, maybe super early 20s girl that's never had no guidance. Your guidance was your big sister that got took by the DODC, and the nigga that worked with the DODC is Spider-Man. So he's the enemy too, the so-called good guy. So I feel like if it's Spider-Man against you and the DODC and they're trying to capture you, it's like you kind of go into this role of being like the super bad person. You kind of have to be. I feel like she would feel like she would have to be like, I'm finna get my sister no matter what. Fuck all that. Spider-Man after me too? Yeah, nigga, I'm stronger than you, Spider-Man. I'm mind controlling everybody. But I feel like, yeah, she's not too evil. That is just gonna set up the X-Men better. Hopefully people remember, because X-Men is coming out 2 years after this, and I'm pretty sure that it's gonna have like a soft reboot of the Marvel Universe. And I hope that people in New York remember the terror that Sadie Sink's Jean Grey caused because that will kind of give the plot lines to connect to people like, oh, we anti-mutant, that shit unnatural, they dangerous, which I think is gonna set up Spider-Man being around X-Men more, because he's kind of the reason for, I feel like, the future of them coming up with inhibitor chips. I feel like that's another gripe that I kind of had. Like, he came up with that bitch kind of quick. It was already so much going on with the movie that it's like really nitpicky. Like, they couldn't have like trial and error hella times of Peter like, this shit didn't work, this shit didn't work, this shit didn't work. Peter's smart, but an inhibitor chip to stop mutation, Hulk came up with that shit too. Hulk came up with that. He had one, so I don't know. But this movie definitely separates themselves from DC, which they already have. We can't even compare it, but I feel like people are still in this Marvel versus DC type of mindset, and if you are, DC might fucking lose. First of all, this is a $2 billion Spider-Man movie that sets up the X-Men, that sets up the inhibitor chip, and fucking Bill Metzger a bit bad in one movie. Think about it. Marvel gives, I think, Sony like 75% of the residuals from this movie, but they setting up their next phase of characters that's gonna be around for 20 plus years. They doing cast reveals of all the fucking people. Marvel is set for years and years to come. I don't know, bro. DC, I might do a video on like DC and like where they are at some point, but I feel like this Spider-Man movie just showed that Marvel is not going anywhere for a long ass time. I'm not gonna lie. Time for the Spider-Man tier list now, though. Okay, so I'm gonna rank them. I'm gonna put them in the tier list, but after I rank them all, I'm gonna go based off of that, and I'm gonna rank them all individually. Let's go. Spider-Man 1, that's the Green Goblin one. I'm gonna give that a A tier. I loved Green Goblin in the movie. I think he's way better in No Way Home, not gonna lie, but I think he's pretty good in this movie though too. Great portrayal of Spider-Man getting his powers. I'm pretty sure Spider-Man, when he's supposed to have organic web shooters like in the original Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure he's always had web shooters, but pinnacle of Spider-Man movies. This is actually kind of the pinnacle of Spider-Man movies. I may have spoken too soon. Spider-Man 2, Dr. Octopus. It's just something about it, man. It's just something about it, man. He's such a great villain. Mary Jane, hate her in this movie, kinda. I think I hate her more in Spider-Man 3. I don't know which one when she was doing the fucking twist with Harry, but hey, Spider-Man 3, S tier. I know y'all not gonna fuck with that, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm putting Spider-Man 3 over Spider-Man 1, bro. I know. Niggas don't like Spider-Man 3. Don't know why. I love Spider-Man 3. Why? I kind of know why. But despite the popular belief, I feel like they manage it pretty well. I mean, black suit, we get Harry team up, satisfying. The Amazing Spider-Man, the first one, I'm gonna give it an A. I'm gonna give it an A tier strictly because of the Lizard. I love the fight scenes with the Lizard so much. And I feel like Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker in this movie is A1. I feel like Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker in TASM 2 is A1 too, but I feel like the storytelling is just not as good. I mean, I rewatched TASM 2. I rewatched both of these movies probably like 3 months ago, and I remember just getting to TASM 2 and the storyline just kind of, I don't know. It didn't really do that much for me, but I feel like it's not a bad Spider-Man movie as everybody wants to say that it is. Same with Spider-Man 3. They just misunderstood. Homecoming is interesting. I say I'm putting Homecoming an A. It's a really solid young Spider-Man start off story. The Vulture is a great villain. His story makes sense. This is an A tier Spider-Man movie, definitely. Far From Home, I rewatched Far From Home the other day. It's fun. It is very fun, but I feel like other than funness, it doesn't really do much for me. I think I made Spider-Man better than Far From Home. I do. I feel like Mysterio as a villain is really great. The second half of the movie is really great, but I feel like the beginning, it just takes a minute to get there. I'm not as entertained with the school stuff in this movie. I do love the characters. I love the gym teachers and shit. I fought with Flash being a different take in the Homecoming trilogy. No Way Home, I'm gonna give it an S tier. I was thinking about A, but I'm gonna give it S tier strictly off the back of giving me Toby back. You were missed, my boy. It also gives us the setup for this movie perfectly, and it perfectly kind of concludes this trilogy of Spider-Man coming from a young adult or a teenager to a young adult and starting this new trilogy off. This is an S tier movie. Brand New Day just dropped. Do I get this as an S? Am I giving it an S? It's better than Spider-Man 3. I just reviewed the movie, so y'all already know. Into the Spider-Verse. I fuck with Into the Spider-Verse heavy. I was actually one of the type of guys that slept on that. Like, I was sleeping on animation superhero shows and movies. Now I watch X-Men 97 religiously. Amazing show, pacing. This is Into the Spider-Verse. I'm gonna give this an A. I don't think that Into is an S-tier movie, but if you think it is, I can see it. Across though, Across is an S-tier to me. Miles is just older, and it's just the matureness of the writing and the arts in this movie. Across is truly pushing the boundaries of animation to a whole different level. And storytelling, it's a concise story. The villain is great, even though the villain is multiple different villains. It's such a good movie, man. I'm ready for Beyond, bro. I'm ready for Beyond. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11. So 1 through 11. So the best Spider-Man movie I would say ever. Shit, this is hard. I'm gonna take the easy way out. I'm gonna give it to Spider-Man 2. I'm gonna have to give Across the Spider-Verse the nod. That's number 2. No Way Home and Brand New Day. No Way Home. I'm gonna give Brand New Day is the 3rd best Spider-Man movie ever. Is No Way Home the 4th best Spider-Man movie ever? Yes it is. And then, and 2 is 5. Spider-Man 3 is 6. Spider-Man 1 is 7. Is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spider-Man 1 7. 8 is Homecoming. TASM 1 is 9. TASM 2 is 10. I don't know. I might put TASM 2 at the end just because Gwen died. It's just because Gwen died. It's strictly because Gwen died, and it's just not as strong as these other Spider-Man movies. It's my top 11. Spider-Man 1 is number 1. Across the Spider-Verse number 2. Brand New Day number 3. No Way Home number 4. Into number 5. Spider-Man 3 number 6. Spider-Man 1 number 7. Homecoming is number 8. TASM 1 number 9. Far From Home 10. And TASM 2 is number 11. TASM 2 is the worst Spider-Man movie of all time to me.